Welcome to the Cathedral of Industrial Precision. Here, thousands of tons of raw corn are not just agricultural products, they are the starting point of transformation. Witness the grand symphony written by cold steel and microscopic enzymes. This is the beginning of a journey where nature meets the pinnacle of modern engineering expertise. Every single grain carries the potential for purity. As they cascade into the depths of the facility, the process of extracting their hidden essence begins in earnest. The heavy machinery awakens with a rhythmic pulse. These steel titans are the instruments that will orchestrate the physical breakdown of the raw harvest into refined gold. In this high-tech sanctuary, digital intelligence guides every movement. Code and carbon steel work in perfect harmony to ensure that every second of the transformation is flawless. The scale is immense, yet the focus remains on the microscopic. This factory is a testament to human ingenuity, turning simple corn into high-value crystal sugar structures. This humble grain is about to be stripped of its outer shell, revealing the pure starch within that serves as the soul for all future sugar crystals. As we enter the first phase of processing, prepare to see how structural biology and mechanical force combine to unlock the secrets hidden inside the golden husk. Step into the decoding phase. Inside these massive steel towers, the corn kernels are submerged in a warm bath to loosen their rigid and protective outer structures. This is more than just soaking, it is a calculated chemical softening. We are targeting the bonds that hold the starch granules captive within the kernel's complex architecture. Molecular gates are opening. By precisely controlling temperature and acidity, we invite the starch to separate from the protein, preparing it for the intense physical refining process. Now comes the mechanical liberation. Massive wet mills crush the softened grains, creating a dense white emulsion that carries the liquid soul of the corn into the light. The transformation is visible to the naked eye. What was once a solid golden grain is now a flowing, milky stream of raw potential, ready for purification. In these stirred reservoirs, the mixture is stabilized. Every movement is calculated to prevent settling, ensuring a uniform consistency before the next high-speed separation stage begins. Look closer at the microscopic level. The starch granules are now free, drifting in a sea of water, waiting for the force of physics to claim them. Heat and moisture have done their job. The rigid biology of the corn has been broken down into a flexible state, ripe for the ultimate industrial refining. Every step in this process is a deliberate act of refinement. The flow is constant, a river of white energy that powers the heart of the factory. Pressure builds as we move toward the most critical physical separation. The system is primed, the sensors are calibrated, and the stage is set for extreme forces. Prepare for the spectacular separation. We are leaving the world of chemistry and entering the realm of pure kinetic energy to isolate the starch for final processing. Under the crushing force of thousands of Gs, steel performs a brutal yet necessary purification. This is where the core components of the corn are finally divided. Physics takes control. The centrifugal force acts as a master sorter, pulling the heavier proteins and fibers away, leaving the pure starch at the center of attention. Observe the three-way split. The germ, fiber, and protein are cast aside, leaving only the most refined starch stream to continue its journey toward crystal perfection. Nothing is left to chance. Multi-stage filtration screens act as invisible gatekeepers, ensuring that even the smallest impurity is denied entry into our final liquid stream. This is a realm of absolute sterility. The cool blue glow reflects the precision of our engineering, where hygiene meets high-speed industrial processing in total harmony. The rhythmic hum of these machines is the heartbeat of the plant. Together, they process thousands of liters every minute with unwavering accuracy and efficiency. Even the byproducts are valuable. The golden germ, rich in oil, is harvested with care, proving that in this factory, every part of the corn has purpose. This is the essence we seek. a concentrated, pure starch milk, stripped of its original hull, now ready to be transformed by the power of biology. The engineering behind these machines is as impressive as the science. Heavy-duty seals and precision bearings ensure the process remains continuous and safe under pressure. Watch the metrics rise. With every pass, the purity levels climb higher, moving closer to the 99% threshold required for elite refined sugar production. We are moving fast now. The starch milk is being propelled toward the next phase, where heat and biological catalysts await to change its very nature. These halls are the frontier of separation technology. Here, the boundaries between different materials are strictly enforced by the most advanced membranes in the industry. The physical separation is complete. Now we prepare for the biochemical magic. The liquid enters the reactor, where the true alchemy of enzyme refining begins. When the steel stops its grinding, the enzymes take the throne. These biological wizards perform a delicate task, cutting complex starch chains into simple sugar molecules. With microscopic precision, the enzymes dismantle the starch. This is saccharification, the process of turning heavy carbohydrates into the sweet, energy-rich molecules we call sugar. Under intense heat and enzymatic action, the liquid undergoes a visual shift. The milky white cloudiness vanishes, replaced by a clarity that signals successful molecular breakdown. Millions of reactions occur every microsecond. This is a controlled chaos, a biological masterpiece where every enzyme knows its target and executes its mission perfectly. Human oversight remains paramount. Our experts monitor the conversion rates, ensuring the enzymes have the optimal environment to perform their sweet-making magic without error. Sample testing confirms the success. What was once corn is now a clear, sweet liquid, rich in glucose and maltose, ready for the final purification steps. Temperature control is the key to stability. We cool the nectar precisely to prepare it for ion exchange, ensuring the sugar molecules remain perfectly intact and stable. The chemistry must be perfectly balanced. We fine-tune the acidity to a neutral state, creating the ideal conditions for the most advanced filtration technology to follow. This liquid gold is the result of billions of enzymatic cuts. It is a pure energy source, stripped of its biological past and refined for its future. Their mission is accomplished. The biological catalysts are retired, leaving behind a pristine syrup that is almost ready to become the final sparkling crystal sugar. Now we enter the realm of top-tier purification. The syrup enters the ion exchange columns, where the final impurities are hunted down at the atomic level. Refining reaches its peak here. These resin beads act like chemical magnets, attracting and trapping any remaining minerals or salts that could dull the final product. It is a process of exchange. Pure molecules pass through, while unwanted ions are held captive. This is the secret to achieving diamond-like clarity in our sugar. The final tint is removed. Activated carbon towers polish the liquid, stripping away any last microscopic traces of color or organic residue until it is perfectly transparent. The laser test proves our success. When light passes through without scattering, we know the liquid has reached a state of absolute ultra-high purity. These towers are the guardians of quality. Standing tall against the horizon, they represent the peak of industrial filtration, where perfection is the only acceptable outcome. Automation ensures consistency. This robotic sampler takes readings every few seconds, feeding data into a neural network that maintains the factory's flawless standards. We filter at the molecular boundary. Our membranes are so fine they only allow the desired sugar molecules to pass, ensuring a level of purity rarely seen. It is a beautiful sight. The liquid is now so pure it looks like flowing crystal, reflecting every light source with brilliant, unhindered clarity. Efficiency is built into the system. The purification beads are constantly refreshed, maintaining their power to clean and ensure the process never stops its pursuit of excellence. Uniformity is the hallmark of top-tier engineering. Every drop of this syrup is identical, providing a consistent base for the final crystallization phase that follows. Ready for the final act. The purified liquid waits in these sterile reservoirs, poised for the dramatic change from a liquid state into solid, perfect crystals. The pulse of the factory drives the syrup forward. We are moving into the vacuum chambers, where the laws of physics will be used to create solids. Enter the world of the vacuum. Under reduced pressure, we will boil away the remaining water, forcing the sugar molecules to find each other and bond. The magic moment has arrived. In the heart of the vacuum, tiny seeds of sugar begin to form, growing steadily into perfect geometric shapes. Look at the precision of nature. Guided by science, these crystals grow with razor-sharp edges, reflecting light like miniature prisms of pure sweetness. They multiply by the billions. This slurry is a dense forest of crystalline structures, each one a perfect replica of the other, forming a sea of white. The final spin. High-speed rotation strips away the last of the liquid syrup, leaving behind the dry, sparkling white crystals we recognize as the final product. Floating on air, the crystals are dried to perfection. This fluidized bed ensures every grain is separate and free-flowing, preventing any clumping or moisture retention. The result of the transformation is here. A mountain of pure white sugar, born from the golden corn through the relentless application of technology and science. Examine the geometry of success. Each crystal is a masterpiece of molecular organization, a solid proof of the factory's commitment to the highest quality standards. The flow never stops. From the reactor to the bag, the sugar travels through an automated pipeline, untouched by human hands, to maintain its absolute purity. Packaging is the final seal of quality. Each bag is weighed, tracked, and certified, ready to be sent to customers who demand nothing but the best. Beauty in purity. These crystals don't just provide sweetness, they represent the successful conclusion of a complex biological and mechanical odyssey across the refinery. From the microscopic to the monumental, every element of this factory is dedicated to one goal: the creation of the perfect crystalline structure. The transformation is complete. Thousands of tons of corn have been reborn as pure sugar, ready to sustain and sweeten the world in countless applications. In the quiet of the automated warehouse, robots take over. AGVs navigate with mathematical certainty, ensuring that the final product is stored and shipped efficiently. The pinnacle of refinement. A single crystal represents the intersection of steel and enzyme, a testament to what is possible when we master the art of refining. We have entered a new era of automation. Here, the factory thinks and acts with a level of precision that was once considered the stuff of science fiction. The symphony of steel and enzymes continues 24/7. This refinery never sleeps, constantly pushing the boundaries of what is possible in the world of high-tier processing. We don't just manufacture sugar, we architect perfection. Our commitment to sustainable and precise production is what defines our legacy and our future path. The echoes of this industrial symphony will be felt across the globe. We are building a future where every grain tells a story of absolute perfection. Thank you for witnessing the great transformation. Join us as we continue to refine the world, one perfect crystal at a time, through the power of innovation.